everybody, Peter Gilmore here. We are live! Yes, we are live and in fucking color for video number 2 on your 2 for Monday. This time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below in my fucking pants, which is also known as the description box. So subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's all these insignificant douchebags. Slap them around like you slap that bell. Hit it a few times. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. But if you do, well, slap it again. Turn it on again. And maybe that'll work. If not, then slap Susan. But but it is what it is. But if you have to, unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again, and turn on all notifications. Hopefully that'll work. Or just search my channels and search my name and search my channels. And hopefully you get that. If you want to watch past episodes of my live shows, you have to go to my channel, go to Demon 669 channel. And on my live section, you hit live, and today's video should be right there. And if you're watching a regular video of mine on any one of my channels, just go to videos, and it's right there as well. I just don't understand why they have 3 different fucking sections. That's how YouTube is. It's broken! And just fucked up since 2005. But I digress on that. I just wish it wasn't so confusing sometimes. But we'll get to that later. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great Monday, start of the new week. We're about 1 week away from that great Thanksgiving Day where we eat a lot, watch some football, then go home and poop it all out. Yep. So, we'll see what happens with that next week. I hope everybody's going to have a great Thanksgiving. And if not, well, you eat too much. I don't know. But that's all I got to say about that. But, once again, hope you had a great day. My day was up and down, but don't want to really talk about that. Because you don't want to hear that. You're here. You don't want to hear that shit. You want to hear your Monday night review for November the 14th, 2022. And if you're watching this right now, it is November the 14th, 2022. Or if you're watching on replay, November the 15th, 2022. So whenever you're watching it, you watch it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so here is your Monday Night Raw review for tonight. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, your gracious host, the man with the plan, the tribal god, among all my other names that were so great. But I digress on that. Alright, so Monday Night Raw was pretty mid tonight. We are 1 week away from the Survivor Series. War Games! So Survivor Series next week. Starting to formulate a little bit. We got 4 matches originally announced. We got I got 2 new members of the women's team for War Games on Team Bianca and Team Bailey. So we got that. 2 of them we kind of knew they were going to join. Nothing on the men yet. We'll probably get that on SmackDown this Friday night. We got that. We also got a new match announced. A pretty damn good one between 2 former Bullet Club members. That should be fun. But all the rest of the show was kind of blah and kind of boring at times. A couple bathroom break matches. I mean, in a row, which is, I mean, who booked this show? Hunter. But yeah, I just felt that this show was really flat. And even with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor for the United States title to end the show, I really don't think anything was great for the show. So kind of a 50-50 show, or as I like to call it, a red man middle daddy that Beetle Funzo says. And let's get to it. Let's not waste any more time. Before we start, check out my pre-show interview. Not pre-show interview. Sorry, my video from before Raw went on the air on the Peter Gilmore Wrestling channel. I talked about Abaddon, who I gave an update on her. She suffered a broken collarbone. No timetable for her return. I would say 2 to maybe at most 6 months, but we'll see, depending on severity of how of the injury and how she heals up. But I'm hoping to be less than 6 months, but we'll see. Also talked about Rampage next Friday night. Well, not even next Friday night. Next Friday afternoon at 4 p.m. on TNT because it got moved because of the NHL on TNT on a fucking Black Friday. Go figure that one out. So yeah, so we got Rampage early Friday, next Friday. Then we wait a couple hours and we got SmackDown taped. I think it's taped at 8 p.m. on Fox. And we'll see what happens with that. Gave a little bit of a Raw preview and talked a little bit about Kevin Owens. He's injured as well. He has an MCL sprain. He could be out 4 to 6 weeks, possibly 12. Hopefully not 12 because I don't think he'll make the Royal Rumble. But hopefully it's a less severe injury and he can come back right before the Rumble. I don't know if he's going to be in the Rumble or what he's going to do for the Rumble, but he's obviously not going to be at Survivor Series, though that could change if he wants to work through it, but I don't think it's a good idea. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so link to the video is down below in the description box. And we will move on from there. Alright, so let's get into this shindig, and the chat room's wide open like Rebby Sky's legs. But you have to be subscribed to me. I changed it for tonight. I might change it back. To 2 weeks tomorrow, but felt a little bit generous tonight. So I was like, you know, it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's coming up, so want to be a little bit generous. Not to the trolls because they don't need thanks. They need a good, you know what. But it is what it is. But for this show and maybe this entire week when I go live, which will probably be tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I might take off. I'm not sure yet. Friday, SmackDown review. Saturday afternoon, I might go live for a little bit. Probably about 1 or 2 o'clock before Full Gear. So I might go live Saturday. And then Sunday, I will probably be. I probably will not go on. I might do a post game Niners. Well, actually, the Niners play on Monday, so I won't be doing that. So I was gonna do a post show like I did last night on TSL 42 for the Niners, but since the Niners don't play on Sunday, they play Monday night, so I will not do that. But I may or may not. I may do a random open stream. But I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what happens with all that. And then, actually, next week, we'll go back to a little bit of a normal format. Not too many videos every goddamn day, but, you know, we'll space it out more next week. So, because got a busy week next week. Short week of work. So, I'm going to try to get as much as I can by Thanksgiving. And, yeah. But as far as the sub-only mode, just for this week only, it'll be 1 week for subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber, you're going to have to wait a week. If you've been subscribed, you can come in and act like an asshole. unless you're a real subscriber of mine. But if not, get out. You can get out and blow me. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right, let's get to the shindig, and we'll move on from there because we've got other things to do. All right, so we are live from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. No, not the center where they make KFC. It's finger licking good. But the stupidest name for a freaking center or arena that I've ever heard. But I've heard worse. But anyway, so we're from Louisville, Kentucky. Yep. Where all those hicks live. And our commentary team tonight of Kevin Patrick. Hi, I'm Kevin Patrick. Here's Corey Graves. So we have Kevin Patrick and Corey Slade on commentary. And like I said, we are just under 2 weeks away from the Survivor Series next Saturday night from Boston, Massachusetts at the TD Bank Bank Center or whatever it's called. And we will move on from there. All right. Let's start this shindig. All right. So we start off with the opening sequence, the signature and all that other good shit. And then we start off the show with a good friend, yours and mine, the United States heavyweight champion of the world, the man that has long hair. I wish I had that kind of hair, but obviously I don't. But, Mr. Tyler Black himself, otherwise known as Seth freaking Rollins. He comes out with his theme. Burn it down! Yeah. And he comes out in a suit that probably got from the Men's Warehouse. I haven't said that in a while. That's one of our sponsors on our show late sometimes, but this week we'll do it. So Seth Rollins wearing a nice suit from the Men's Warehouse because, guys, when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you're gonna like the way you look. I can guarantee that. For some of you. For others, you probably have to go to the Salvation Army. But I digress. I go to the Men's Warehouse because I'm a nice, sexy guy. But move on. Alright, so Seth Rollins comes out, dancing. He's dancing, Dad! He's dancing! Stop it! Anyway. Alright, so he comes out. Then we see a package on Austin Theory's failed cash-in last week that really shook up the so-called wrestling community. And basically, everybody's thinking like, Austin Theory's gonna get buried. He's gonna go into catering land. He's not gonna be the same. Somebody said they released him. I'm like, when did they release him? Where's the story? Just saying. But anyway, so Seth gets on the mic and says, last week I put out an open challenge, and now there are people coming out of the woodwork for a shot at the title, meaning Ali, Bobby Lashley, and a couple others, Finn Balor, blah, blah, blah. So, talks about the cash-in, and the fans say, that was stupid! That was stupid! And pretty much it was. It was a really bad business decision by Triple H. But anyway, so Rollins is ready to defend against Finn Balor later on tonight. But then, Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley, he comes out and starts talking some trash. Rollins isn't worried, brings up the loss. Hey, you lost to Brock Lesnar at the last show. So they look like they're about to go out, and then Mustafa Ali comes out, and he makes kind of like a beeline for Lashley. Lashley had that weird-looking thing on his chest, like he got a big scar. I don't know what the fuck that was. Creepy. But then referees come out and say, hey, you can't fight here, Ali. I don't think you should do it. There's like one referee. He's like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it. When somebody tells you to do something, you don't do it. Right, Ray? Right? When somebody tells you if you're God, you say yes! Pretty much. Pretty much what Ali should have done. Said no. But anyway, he's trying to get in the ring. Lash is like, you must be more stupid than you look. Hey, kind of like some people I know. Anyway. But Ali somehow gets in the ring. Lashley just throws him out like yesterday's garbage. And then he's like, so you might be stupid, but you got guts. Guts! It's a good game show back in the day on Nickelodeon. But Ali comes back, jumps on Lashley, only to be thrown right back to the floor. And then Lashley's like, you know what? You want a match with me so bad, you want revenge? Get me a referee. Where are you? Get in here, referee, and ring the bell! So we got this monotonous, stupid match coming up. But I gave the segment itself 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, give me a second. I got something in my eye. That's what she said. Ugh. And we'll move on. Alright, so we get to this match, which wasn't even that long. It was like a filler match. So it's also with Ali charging at Bobby. It's not to the outside. And then Lashley goes outside, picks this bum up, sends him into the ring post. Well, once. Thought it was a few times, but sends him into the ring post. Ow! And then they go back in. Lashley hits a spinning big ending. Ooh, I wonder if Big E was watching. Stealing his move and everything. Anyway, then Lashley picks him up, hits a pair of spine busters, which drops this schmuck Ali. But Ali's like, bring it! Come on, bring it! I'm like, Ali, do you have a death wish? Pretty much, you do. Anyway. Lashley went for a charge in the corner. Ali jumped over him, grabs a tornado DDT for a little bit of a breather. But that didn't really last long as Lashley comes right back with a spear. Not as great as Roman, but when Roman does it, ooh, does it way better. Does it way better than Goldberg and Edge. Just saying. Anyway, so Lashley hits a spear, turns Ali 360 inside out. Then he sets up for the hurt lock. He locks it in, gets ragdolls Ali, and Ali taps out like a drunk man. And that's pretty much it. So nothing great here, but Bobby gets the win, and that's all I gotta say about that. Damn it, Bobby. And we'll move on. So I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. I would probably see Bobby Lashley versus Seth Rollins 3, possibly at the Survivor Series. But we'll see what happens when we get there. We'll find out next week on the Go Home Show. Alright, so we move on from there. Alright, then we go to the back, where we have the lovely Kathy Kelly. She's with the OC, the original Bullet Club. Too sweet me for the love of God. Alright, so we had Luke Gallows, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, and our good friend, yours and mine, the phenomenal AJ Styles. So they're there with their newest recruit, Mia Yim. Beautiful Princess Mia Yim. I'll say it like Mr. Prince Nana would say. That's his princess, Princess Mia Yim, even though you know who hit it first there, Prince Nana. You know who hit it first. Let him go, baby. But anyway. So they're there, they're talking, and they talk about Mia Yim and her return to the ring tonight. In her, I guess, Raw debut-ish. I don't know. But anyway, so AJ Styles. Then, excuse me, got eat my mouth. That's what she said. Anyway, so AJ tells to talk about Judgment Day, and AJ then starts saying, I'm challenging Finn Balor to a match 1-on-1 at the Survivor Series. I'm like, yes, please, take my money. So that's going to be a pretty damn, no pun intended, phenomenal match at the Survivor Series. And that's it. And then they talk about Mia Yim returning to the ring, blah, blah. They feel good. And then I guess afterwards they're going to have some brewskis. Hopefully Mia Yim won't have to pay the tab this time like she did last week. But it is what it is. Then they throw up the two sweet little Bullet Club thing. There you go. So that's it. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alex is acting up today. Holy. I hope everybody in the Northeast is home with the heat on because it is cold outside. It is 36 degrees at almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And it's going to go down to about 34 tonight, and it's going to not get near 50 tomorrow. It's supposed to rain like crazy tomorrow. Not rain that bad, but it's going to rain tomorrow into part of Wednesday, and then it's going to stay chilly probably all through Thanksgiving, which sucks. But hopefully when we start December, which is the greatest month in the world, is coming up in about, actually, as of this recording, 15 days till the end of this month and the start of the greatest month in the world. We're only a few weeks away till the greatest day in the world. And you know what that is? That's the Lord Jesus Christ's birthday. And mind you. And also born on Christmas Eve is Let Me Kill Myself and Motorhead. Rock out with your cock out. Alright. We are Motorhead. We play rock and roll with our cocks out. So got that. So can't wait for that. That's in about 5 weeks from now. Gonna be a pretty damn good day. We got some football on my birthday. Love it. Niners are playing. I can't wait for that. If they were playing on Fox, it'd be even better. So I don't have to put on the NFL app, or not the that and the 49ers app, so I can watch football, and then I go out for my birthday festivities, and that's all I gotta say about that. But coming up on that great day, and almost a little over 40 days. So we got that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we go to Mia Yim and Tamina. So they're really, I think Hunter brought out the entire catering crew except for Titus O'Neil, because he has to stay in the kitchen to make those mean, beefy, juicy steaks. But anyway. Alright, so Tamina is Mia Yim's opponent for her comeback match, where it didn't last that long. It lasted just under 2 minutes, so almost your 2-minute suckfest match of the night. So Tamina jumps her from behind to start, starts hammering away, and then we see Rhea Ripley and her boy toy Dominic Guerrero. Not Mysterio, it's Guerrero, right there, Eddie? Hey Eddie, it's been 17 years since your death. I miss you very much. I think the fans miss you. What you got anything to say tonight, Eddie? Oh, hey, Mr. Gilmore, how you doing, Mr. Gilmore? Yes, I've been. I'm doing pretty damn good, Eddie. I just wanted to say, you're a legend. 17 years, you've been gone, and when you killed yourself in 2005, you should have ate that burrito. I don't think it was a burrito. I say, I don't know. Things happen. You shouldn't be there with all those other luchadors and, like Andre the Giant and even Daphne, By the way, have you seen Daphne? Met Daphne? Oh, no, I haven't seen her yet. I've been hanging out in China, my mamacita, Oh, yeah, that's true. How is she doing, by the way? Oh, she's doing fine. She's a very sexy mamacita. Well, no. We all know that. She should be in the Hall of Fame by herself. You know, like you're in the Hall of Fame. Good stuff. But yeah, what do you think of your son Dominic? Hanging out with Mommy Guerrero, Mommy Guerrero. Sorry, his mommy basically. Rhea Ripley. I think it's great, Jesse. I think it's perfect. A perfect match, Jesse. He's his mommy, not like Vicky Guerrero, that bitch, that pendeja puta. Hey, watch your language there, Eddie. I might hate your wife, Vicky Guerrero. Excuse me! See, there she is right now. But, I mean, she did give birth to Dom. I wish it was China. Yes, pero. What are you going to do? But anyway, Eddie, you're a great man. Keep doing those frog splashes in heaven and giving that Latino heat to China. Okay? My friend, you have a great day and a great Thanksgiving, my friend. You have a good day, sir. Órale, ese, pero. You have a great show, Mr. Gilmore. And you have a great Thanksgiving too, ese. And to all your fans, have a happy Thanksgiving too from Eddie Guerrero, ese. Latino heat. Well, thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Anything else you want to say? Adios, muchachos and muchachas. Don't forget to give that Latino heat to your mamacita. Stop that. Oh, you stop. It's a family show. Go drink your sangria and hang out with China. Pendejo. Anyway, so there's your satire for tonight. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. You bunch of bettles. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so anyway, Rhea Ripley and Dominic Guerrero, they come out to watch the match because you know how Rhea Ripley got beat up by Mia Yim last week, so kind of wants a little bit of revenge. Alright, so Tamina was hammering away, kind of in control, then Mia fought her way back and started beating up Tamina, and then wins the match with a very quick defeat. I wonder where she learned that move from. Gail Kim? What do you think about that, Lady Topper? I don't like that move. I don't like that move. Why? Because I had to stand there like this at Impact in 2014. All day I had to do this. And look at this Japanese bitch. Really now? Really? But anyway, so Mia Yim wins with defeat. And she has to win in under 2 minutes. Match was nothing to write home about. 2 out of 5 stars. After the match, Rhea Ripley kind of teases a fight with Mia. She gets on the apron, kind of gets in the ring a little bit, even though the referee's like, "Oh, don't get in here! Don't get in here!" So Mia's all ready. Rhea's like, not so fast there, little girl. And then she leaves with Dom and probably went to the back to do something with him. I don't know. But we move on from there. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, after that, we go to the back once again with Kathy Kelly. This time she's with the weed man himself, the man who plays with his bong, Matt Riddle, bro. So, Mr. Riddle says Elias is off doing his rock star thing, and it's about to get them their first gig as a duo. Wonder what they would call them. Here's Elias and Bong Man. Anyway, so they're talking about that, and then my good friend Chad Gable comes in. Shush! Shush, please! Oh, thank you. So him and a big tree trunk Otis come in for some shush. They shush Mr. Riddle, and Gable starts bragging about Otis's win last week over his little buddy Elias. Crushed him. And then we get this stupid thing where Riddle's like banging on his bong, and then Riddle's like, shush! 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 Can we, like, please get rid of Matt Riddle, like, do something with him? He's boring as fuck right now. If only Randy was back. But he's not. So we get that, and yeah, very annoying segment. Very annoying. And I gave this a good old-fashioned 1.25 out of 5. It was just bad. But anyway, they got a match coming up in a little bit. But before we get to that match, we go to the back, once again, for another segment. Hey, this feels like Impact from a couple years ago. Segment after segment after segment. And then we get a match. It's like my ex, Ashley Reed, would say, a little less talk and a lot more action here on PCR. No, she didn't say that. She does say that, but not PCR. Anyway. Alright, so then we have Damage Control. Bayley looking scrumptious. Dakota Kai and my third wife, Io Sky. Ladies and gentlemen, I have come. In my pants. Anyway, so they come up to Mia Yim in the back. They ask her if they want to join up with Damage Control and Nikki Cross. So they kind of tease a little bit of a fight, you know. I mean, I was like looking at Io. He was like, you know, she wants. I was waiting for me and Io kind of locked eyes, and you knew something was gonna happen. I was like, "Oh, please go into a Japanese promo off." You know, Mia Yim is not Japanese; she's Korean. That would have been an interesting promo off in different languages, like last week with Asuka and Io, which is probably the segment of the year. That is just amazing. Baka 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 baka. Bitch! that was awesome last week. It was. What are you? Mike, I'm sorry. Gilmore, stop saying my name. Well, I didn't mean it. I was just saying how great Asuka and Io's promo was last week. That's all. Yeah, I know. That was great. Hey, how you doing, fans? How you doing? Mike Awesome here. Thank you for getting your plug in, asshole. What? Sorry. Anyway, yeah, it was pretty awesome, like you. I know, I'm awesome. I was there at when at that show when Abaddon got hurt and everything. That was very sad, Gilmore. I saw you crying. I was up in heaven, and I was like looking down, and I saw you crying, like a little bitch. I was not crying. I wasn't crying, Mike. I just felt sad for her. Because she's part of the prophecy, man. Come on, man. I wasn't crying, okay? You were crying, Gilmore. Shut up, Mike! Put you through a table. I'd like to see you try, Gilmore. Mike, don't make me come up to heaven and beat your ass at the Survivor Series. In the exploding tables match. Yeah, that's the thing now, by the way, in Japan. Exploding tables. Creepy. But anyway, I was not crying, Mike. She's doing better. She just has a broken collarbone. She'll be good as new in about 2 to 4 months, okay? Just be easy. You go put Matilda the Hun through a table and you break her collarbone. Do something. Do something! All right, I'll go. Leave me alone. Bye, fans. Bye! All right, get the fuck out of here. Let me move on. So, yeah. So anyway, let's move on from that. So Damage Control and Bayley tried to get Mia Yim to join their team, be the 5th person on their team. Mia's like, well, you do have some points, but let me think about it for a little bit. And then we see Io and Mia kind of getting a little bit testy. I was just like, yes, please, take my money. And then the OC come in and say, oh, do we have a problem here? And then they go up to Mia and say, good win, Mia, then we're going to go out for some beer. No, all you need is Bobby Roode and the cowboy James Storm. You got beer, money. and we'll see what happens with that. We'll move on. All right, so I get that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get to Matt Riddle and Chad Gable, the big tree trunk Otis at ringside. This was actually a pretty decent match. Not great, but decent. So also with the grapple a little bit. Chad Gable grabs and hits a dragon screw leg whip out of the corner. Ow. Then he hits another one, slowing down Riddle again. But Riddle comes back with a kick to the chest. Then he goes up top. Otis messes with the steps, causing a distraction. Like he just moved the steps. Anyway, which allowed Gable to grab a release German superplex, which dropped both of them on the ground. That was pretty nice. As we go to break, we come back. Riddle starts striking away at Gable, including a jumping knee to face. Then we get an overhead belly to belly into a running back splash by I think it was by Gable. He hits a power bomb for a near fall. Actually, by Riddle hits a power bomb for a near fall. Goes for the triangle choke, gets broken up. Riddle then grabs a Hangman's DDT a la Randy for no count. Gable comes right back with a 1921 backslide and puts his feet on the rope for added leverage behind the referee's back, and Otis holds on. 1, 2, 3. Chad Gable gets a cheap fucking win. But a win nonetheless. Just under 10-minute match. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, obviously, Riddle's all pissy. And that's pretty much it. So kind of a shocking win for Gable, but we didn't need to cheat to win. But that's what good heels do. And we'll move on from there. All right, then we go to the back where we see our good friend JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield. He's in the locker room playing poker. Not with Ron Simmons. They're not in the APA office this time, like the Attitude Era. He's playing poker with Baron Snowman Corbin. There's a lot of money and chips on the table. And then we see some other guy next to them. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? Look like a descendant of Butch. Blah, blah, blah. They kick him out. He loses all his money. Then, like, a waiter comes in with some looked like drinks or bourbon or whatever it was. JBL's like, well, I don't like being offered Kentucky bourbon. Like, give me something better. Like some Jack Daniels. I had some earlier tonight. Very good. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting over my hangover, but, you know, when you need a drink, you need a drink. Give me a drink, Jack! Is that your water, Ozzy? What's up? But this what. Speaking of drinks, I'm going to have my drink. Well, it's not Jack, because I put that back in the fridge. But good old-fashioned Pepsi. Because, guys, when you drink Pepsi, it's a proven fact. You make the girls go, oh, shit! So, smoke if you got them. Or drink if you got it. If you don't, you lose. And that's pretty much it. All right, so they're playing poker, and, JBL wants the good stuff, not that Kentucky bourbon. So then Akira Tozawa comes in. Well, where the hell he came out of catering and came in the locker room, and he sits down at the poker table, and Bradshaw's like, do you know how to play? No. Do you know any rules? No. Ah, good. Sit down. Let's play some poker. Your money's no good here. Well, your money is good here, whatever. And then, we see, Tozawa, take out maybe, I don't know what he took out, looked like a dollar bill. Because I guess that's all he makes these days. Or he picked it up from a homeless guy. I don't know. Or maybe it was $10 yen. I don't know. But I can think where this is going. Usually somebody doesn't know how to play poker. They're like, oh, then the next thing you know, they're winning all their chips. He cheated. Basically, all this segment needed was Ron Simmons, playing with playing, and then the APA office on the door, and then they have to knock on the door, like back in the Attitude Era. And then get John Simmons go, damn! And that's pretty much it. And we didn't get Ron Simmons. But anyway, this segment I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Then we go to probably the weirdest and most boring segment of the night. And it's time for Miz TV with The Miz, who came out dressed like Mr. Rogers, like a really cardigan sweater. Comes on the ring, he's like shaking hands, like, thank you very much for coming out and seeing how stupid I look. I wrote on Twitter that he looks like Mr. Rogers. But anyway, speedy delivery. Anyway, so he gets in the ring and says, now, Byron Paxton, that idiot, is now going to be asking the questions. Would have been better if it was Roddy Piper, because you may have the question, but I changed the answers. Or, you have the answers, but I changed the questions. Would have been way better if it was Piper's Pit, to be honest with you. But anyway, so Byron starts asking questions to Miz. Miz has a statement about the Dexter Lumis situation, and he supposedly was coming out to apologize. Well, we all knew that was not going to happen. So anyway, he regrets paying Dexter, but all he wanted was some empathy. He's like, in 18 years, I worked my ass off, I never got hurt, and when I did get hurt, I was still here for work, and this is the thanks I get? I don't even get as much as a cheer. We only cheer for your hot-smoking wife there, dude. Maurice. Ooh-yah. That's one hot French-Canadian. Big, voluptuous hooters. But I digress. Anyway. All he wanted is for people to care about him. And then Johnny Gargano comes out, thankfully, to see this goddamn segment. Supposedly. So Johnny Wrestling says Miz wasn't depressed because Maurice posted pictures of their vacation in Cabo over the weekend. And I thought he was going to show it, and he said, oh, you weren't in most of them. Yeah, because it's mostly Maurice in her thong bikini, most likely, showing her tatas. Nothing wrong with that. And if you saw it on Instagram, you're a winner. Or you're a wiener. But I digress. Miz says, I was depressed in my hotel room. Yeah, because you weren't getting any sex from Maurice, probably, right? You have a lot of... You try to bang her every chance you got on Miz and Mrs. first 2-3 seasons. Now you can't even get any in a hotel room? Because you were so depressed? What's the matter? You know how your massive balls weren't working there, Michael? Do I have to come and take your woman and show her what a real man has? Big balls and you don't? Come on! Come on, Mikey! Not you, Mikey. That other Mikey. Oh, you meant The Miz? Yeah, he's a jerk. Yeah, I know. He supposedly has massive balls and everything, but they're really small. Yeah, you know, I got big balls too. You want to see? No! Put your pants back on! God damn it! Ugh. That image is going to stay with me now. Even worse than another guy that showed his... But I digress. His balls are deflated too, like Tom Brady. So anyway, so Miz is like, I'm depressed. I was in my hotel room. Gargano starts mocking his sweater. It's like, hey, you look like Mr. Rogers. And Miz is like, it's a cardigan. Anyway, and Miz is like, can we just move on from all this? You know, let's just move on. Good advice there, Miz. Take that with the trolls. But anyway, so he's ready to move on. Johnny wants Miz to pay Dexter what he's owed. But he's like, it's cool, but I got an idea. Uh-oh, that's not a good idea. But he says, in 2 weeks at the Survivor Series, I think it's, 2 weeks, either at the Survivor Series or maybe on the Survivor Series after Raw after Survivor Series, we're going to get Miz versus Loomis 2. And if Dexter wins, he gets all the money that Miz owes him and a contract to be a Raw superstar. So, Miz gets all, like, fired up. He's like, yeah, I'm going to beat him again. Because beating him is going to be, no pun intended, Mike, awesome. So he gets that. Then they kind of stare each other down. Then a cameraman pops up from behind, and I guess you know what that is. And it turns out to be Dexter, who comes up from behind, and Miz tries to leave, and Dexter gets his sweater. Miz runs to the back like a little bitch. And thankfully, this goddamn segment is over. And we'll move on from there. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So in 2 weeks, we got Dexter versus Miz 2. And we'll see what happens with that. I think Dexter's finally going to win. Get his contract to be on Raw. What are you going to do with him? Probably be with Johnny Gargano and Candice. And all they need now is Indy Hartwell to come to the main roster, which could be happening pretty soon. And Austin Theory just stopped acting like a jerk. But we'll see what happens with that. So the Way could possibly be coming back on your TV screen pretty soon, probably next year. Look at that. All right, then we go to a segment from earlier in the day where we see the gold standard Shelton Benjamin. He's doing an interview promo, and then Dominic Guerrero and Damian Priest come up, and Dom threatens, starts talking shit, about Shelton, and Shelton, talk about, it's like I'll beat you, like then he mentions his deadbeat dad Ray. Oh, no, you didn't just say that, Dom. Really now? Come on. So anyway, Shelton kind of takes offense to that and starts berating Dom. It's like, you better get ready for the beating that your dad should give you. And then about to go at it, then Damian Priest's like, whoa there, sonny. And he gets in between them, starts talking trash. And it looked like we were going to get big, beefy Ben slapping meat in that ring, Damian Priest versus Shelton. But Shelton's like, I will take you up on your challenge, Dom. So we got that. So we go right to that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And at that, we go to the match. We had Dominic Mysterio and Shelton. We have Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest at ringside. Obviously, you know that Judgment Day was going to cause havoc, and that's what they did. So it starts with Dominic bailing to the floor. We got a scratching from Rhea Ripley and Damian, which lets Dom get in a few cheap shots. Shelton punches him down without much effort. Dominic bails to the floor again. They go back in. Dominic tries for the 619, gets caught in a power slam. Then a T-bone suplex. Puts Dom on the floor for the 3rd time. Shelton goes after him. He kind of eyeballs Damian and then Rhea. He goes to the ring and puts on the ankle lock. He puts on the ankle lock and then gets rolled into the corner. And then, Shelton hit the turnbuckle hard, and he's in prime position for Dom to go up top. He goes up top and hits his father's father. And he got in on it. Say, look at my son, Dami, do the frog splash. Not as great as me, essay, but he does it pretty good with that Latino heat that he has inside of him, essay. Pero. So he hits the Eddie Guerrero, essay. Frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Dom wins in just under 5 minutes. Or just about 5 minutes. So that's pretty much it. And Shelton continues his jobbing streak. Which sucks. But yeah, so Dom gets the win. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. We really didn't care too much about that. and we move on. All right, after that, we go to the back with Kathy Kelly once again. This time, her guest is Austin Theory. He's alive! He didn't get released! So he says that he didn't fail last week because now he feels more alive than he ever has or ever did. He says the briefcase was an anchor around him, but he was trying to make the most of an opportunity, obviously. And then Dolph Ziggler comes in from catering, I guess, and tells Austin that was the worst cash-in I've ever seen. Austin doesn't want to hear it from Dolph. He's like, I don't want to hear your shit. This is my time. And that's it. Leave me alone. Let me get out of here, blah, blah, blah. So he leaves, and Dolph seems to not buy that crap. And we'll move on from there. We got a match coming up later with them. It should be pretty interesting, and that's pretty much it. All right, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we get a video on... Get in here, Regal. Oh, you call your summon Sunshine? Say your line. Oh, right. War Games! There you go. Thank you. Get out of here. Oh, Survivor Series War Games set to Black Sabbath's epic fucking hit, War Pigs. I'm telling you, Triple H is gonna start bringing back that rock and roll. We're going to be hearing Motorhead in themes. We're going to be hearing on pay-per-view themes, maybe for like big pay-per-views like WrestleMania or some shit like that. Maybe we'll get the WWE superstars that have generic garbage fucking CGI, not CGI, stupid theme songs anymore. We'll actually have some rock and roll themes. I mean, Judgment Day's theme is Alter Bridge, Other Side. Which is great. Yeah, I have to take the hoodie off because now I'm feeling like it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. No, I'm not going to take off all my clothes. Nobody wants to see that. Except for you ladies. Especially Rosa. But we'll do that later. But anyway. So we'll see what happens with that. So we got a video on War Games coming up next Saturday. And the official theme is War Pigs by Black Sabbath off the album Paranoid. Great album, and if you don't like Black Sabbath, then there's something really, really wrong with you. I think you need to be slapped with your bass guitar. Or just get slapped in the face. But I digress. We move on. Alright, after that, we get to... I don't know why this match happened, but we get Dana Brooke, the former 24/7 champion, after Nikki Cross won the match and then basically threw it in the trash where it belongs, even though she missed the trash completely. But still, Nikki Cross is your final 24/7 champion. Then we hear an inset promo where Dana's all upset, but I'm never going to give up. I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm going to keep making cookies and catering all night long. Nobody cares. But anyway, she's taking on my third wife, Io Sky, and I have come. Oh, Io, my third wife, so amazing. Oh, she's hot. Smoking hot. Like Asuka, but I have to put Asuka number 1 because nobody is ready for Asuka. My dick. And I have to put Kyrie number 2 because, just because. Then I have and then really at a distant number 4 is Mina Sakamura from the Cosmic Angels, and then basically everybody else in Joshi and Stardom, because now I acquire that from you know who. I'll just say Mr. Eyeball Man, but I digress on that. And we'll move on. All right, so we got Dana Brooke and Io, Bailey and Dakota Kai at ringside. Basically, Io mopped the fucking floor with his bitch. Should have lasted 3 minutes, but did I say 3 minutes? But yeah, Io wasted no time kicking the crap out of Dana Brooke. Hits a beautiful springboard missile drop kick. Dana fought up gets knocked down again, which allowed Io to pose on the ropes. You know, which those ropes, if you know what I mean. But anyway, they get back up. Dana grabs a DDT for an advantage, but goes for the handspring elbow in the corner and gets counted into a release German suplex. Then Io hits the running shotgun knees in the corner, and basically it was all over but the shouting. Io goes up top, hits that beautiful picture perfect over the moonsault, or as I call it, over the rainbow moonsault. 1, 2, 3. Io picks up the win. And that's pretty much it. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. I really wish when Io comes out for a match that she's in a match by herself. Can we just have her come out by herself with her old theme song from NXT, Poppy? Can we please, Hunter? You only seen it once on the main roster. Every time she comes out to that boring as fuck Damage Control theme. Give me what I want, Hunter. I want Io's theme song back. I know we're not going to hear it at Survivor Series because, they're coming out by themselves with Nikki and Rhea Ripley, unless Rhea Ripley's coming out with her by herself or with the Judgment Day theme. Really, she should be coming out with her new theme by Chris Motionless of Motionless and White. I mean, are they only going to be used at house shows? So all the people that go to house shows here and we don't, unless we get on Spotify. Well, we want to hear it live. I want to hear Io's theme live again on Monday Night Raw on a pay-per-view. I want to hear Rhea Ripley's new theme song. I'd rather hear Ash Costello, but or as I now call her, Wash or Wash. Stupid autocorrect on my phone. Fuck. She'll never let me change that. I will never live it down for as long as I'm alive. And every time I go see New Year's Day and I do a VIP with Ash, or I talk to her on Instagram, which I've been doing a lot lately because she loves her fans and loves me even more. I'm like, can I stop calling you Wash? Please, can I just call you Ash? No! Fuck! Damn it! Stupid autocorrect, I should have broke my phone. But then that would be bad because I can't talk to you people. But then again, that might be an improvement for some people. He broke his phone, yay! I'd rather break something else. But that's another story for all the time. But we'll move on from there. Alright, so we have, so Io wins the match. Blah, blah, blah. And I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Mia Yim comes out and makes her decision that she's not going to be on Team Damage Control. She's going to be on Team Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. Yeah, it is. Somebody told me it's actually her hair. So I have to change my little song for Bianca. So let's do it again. It's Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. There you go. You happy now, Bianca? You happy? But anyway, so Team Bianca comes out. Bianca, Asuka looking hot as always, and Alexa Bliss. And I didn't see no Wyatt 6 logo this time. Maybe they're saving it for SmackDown. So they get there, and Mia Yim is now the 4th participant on Team Bianca. And we just a matter of time before they get the number 5 person, and Bayley has to figure out what person is going to be her number 5. But I think who it's going to be now that now that Mia Yim is on the team. I would assume that Rhea Ripley is going to be on the team, but I'll get to that in a second. And all right, then we go back to playing some poker, and as you would have thought, Akira Tozawa has cleaned JBL and Baron Corbin out of money and chips. They do one final hand, and Tozawa's like, puts his cards down on the table. He has 3 kings. And then Corbin's like, I got 3 aces. I got 3 aces there, JBL. And then he shows it to JBL. JBL's like, we got a winner. We got a winner. And then Cesaro's like, no. Puts the card. He makes Corbin put the cards down on the table, and it's just like random numbers. He didn't like get anything. So Cesaro wins. He grabs all the money and leaves. And then JBL and Corbin's like, that motherfucker cheated. If you knew he had a dollar bill, he was gonna cheat. But that was a boring as fuck segment, and I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. Didn't care. And that's it. Then we go back to the ring with Austin Theory and Dolph Ziggler. Was a pretty good match. It started off slow, got pretty good near the middle of the match, but the ending was just not good. Starts with Theory taking Ziggy down, chokes him on the ropes, then adds some smack talk. To get back up, Ziggy charges into an elbow for a near fall, slips over Theory in the corner, but Theory blasts him with a clothesline, sending Ziggy's shoulder first into the ring post as we go to break. We come back, Ziggy hits a running DDT, but then gets caught in a torture rack power bomb, effective, for a near fall. Theory goes for 8 count down, but gets reversed into a 1925 sleeper. Looked like Theory was about to go night-night, but Theory slips out of that. And then Ziggy comes back with a famouser by Mr. Daddy Ass. But sorry, Daddy Ass ain't gonna scissor you. But for all you other people, scissor me, Daddy Ass! Or Mommy Ass, in other people's cases. But I digress. So here's the famouser for a near fall. Theory comes right back, sends Ziggy shoulder first into the ring post. Theory goes to whip Ziggy. Ziggy reverses that into the zigzag for a near fall. And the fans chanting, oh, it's a good match. They get back up. Theory forms Ziggy in the face, hits 8 count down. He could have won the match, but no cover. I guess he wanted to do a little bit more damage. So he picks up Ziggy again, hits a second one. Could have won the match again. Then he starts stomping away at Ziggy, beating the fucking crap out of him. Then he throws him outside, and referee comes out and says, hey, all right, you go win the match. He's done, and stop. He's almost dead. Stop it. So Theory just whips Dolph into the steps. Then he picks him up and rams him into the announcer's table. Did not hit Kevin Patrick. Damn. And then basically the referee says, no, that's it. That's it. Match is over. Disqualification. Your winner, Dolph Ziggler. So I'm like, oh, really? Come on. So Ziggy wins by disqualification. Match itself went 14.5 minutes. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Theory continues his beat down on Dolph, sending him over the barricade. Then agents like Davari came out, Hurricane Helms came out. I think Adam Pearce came out. Some referees came out. Really didn't help much because Theory broke away from that and continued to beat down. But then eventually he's like, all right, I'm done. And then he started going to the back, and that's it. So a new side of Austin Theory, a really pissed off side. He's like, I don't want to be the youngest, this and that. I want to be a man. I got a beard, but I'm not 40. You're 25. But, gonna be interesting to see this new side of Austin Theory. I'll give it a chance, but we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right, then we go to the back where we see Rhea Ripley joining up with Damage Control and Nikki Cross. Rhea tells Bayley that I will be your 5th partner. Excuse me. And there you go. There's your 5 for Team Bayley. And now Team Bianca has to find a 5th partner, which could come next week. Or it could be Candice LeRae. It could be Sasha. Though I don't know if that would be a great comeback, but just saying. I'd rather have, if Sasha does come back, I'd rather her not be in more games and just come out against maybe Ronda Rousey or, as a, Ronda and Shayna beating the fuck out of Shotzi, and then Sasha comes out for the save. But we'll see what happens with that. And move on. So, but it could be Candice, it could be Sasha, it could be even Tegan Nox making her return. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, I haven't seen this guy in a while. My good friend Alejandro Casa, my good buddy from Mexico. What's going on there, Alejandro? I haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been pretty busy doing your thing down in Mexico. Good win by your Miami Dolphins this past weekend, or yesterday. There was 39-17 against the Browns. First place in the AFC East, but my Jets are just knocking on the door, dude. Gonna be an interesting 6 games left of the season. And guess who the Jets play? I think at the end of the season, but it's in Miami. Gonna be a tough game, but who are these Jets? They got, they beat the Bills, and now can they beat the Patriots in Foxborough? I don't think so. And then they got Minnesota after that. Oh, they got a tough schedule going into the final 6 games. At this point, I don't think the Jets are going to make the playoffs. I hate to say that as a Jet fan. There's no way to beat New England this Sunday. No way to beat Minnesota. I think that game's in Minnesota or at home. They're going to lose to Minnesota. But then again, you never know. The Jets beat one of the best teams in the AFC, and that's the Bills, at home. But they have to go to Buffalo at the end of the year. Then I think they got a couple of other games that are winnable. They got Jacksonville on Thursday Night Football. I think that's a home game, but it's a Thursday night game right before Christmas. And we'll see what happens with that. The Jets can go 3-3. I think they can sneak into the playoffs with some help. Not that it might do any damage, but then you never know with the playoffs these days. That's that. But besides Miami being 7-2, the Jets are 6-3. Besides that, we don't have any more undefeated teams tonight right now because the pedophile Eagles lost to the Washington Commanders tonight on a pretty decent game. Don't know the score because I didn't watch most of it. I just know that they lost. So the Eagles finally get their first loss of the year. They are 8-1. They are 1 game up on the Giants, who got a pretty tough game this week in Detroit. That's Detroit. At home, I think it's at home, actually, because I know the Jets are on the road in Foxborough. The Giants are at home against Detroit. That should be a pretty damn good game at MetLife Stadium. Both games are at 1 o'clock. Jets will be on CBS. Giants, as always, will be on Fox. Those are the 2 games I'm actually going to watch this Sunday. The 4 o'clock game is, I don't even know what the 4 o'clock game is. But Sunday Night Football, I'm definitely going to watch Kansas City and the Rams. That's going to be a little bit interesting game for the Niners because we have I think we got a game or 2 lead over the Rams. So I think the Rams are in last place. Arizona's knocking on the door. And Arizona and the Niners play on Monday Night Football next Monday night. Not in Arizona, but in Mexico City, Mexico. I think that might be a hop, skipping jump away from you there, Alejandro. Am I right? But in any case, Niners, Arizona, big game, big divisional game for the Niners. The Niners win. They go to 4-0 in the division, and I think the Seahawks got the week off. So the Niners could be tied for the NFC, well, actually not even tied. They would take the NFC West lead via division record. But, 6 games left. Not an easy schedule per se. I mean, they got New Orleans coming up. They got Brady at home. Another game against Arizona at the end of the year. That's in Santa Clara. Got the Seahawks again, December the 11th at home. And then they got Vegas on New Year's Day, actually. So it's not easy, and I'd love to go 4-2. I think if they go 4-2, and hopefully, Seattle goes like 4-1, like 4. Either they go 4-2, but I think if they're tied at the end of the year, and the Niners have to win the next 2 or 3 division games. If they go 5-1 in the division, it's a wrap. Give me the NFC West title. First time we had the title since 2020, when we went to the Super Bowl, of course. And then my brother from another mother knows about that. Praise be you, my brother from another mother. Shining your healing light on me. My brother, man. That's the guy over there, by the way. Yeah, almost 3, going on, it'll be 3 years since his passing in February. Just a shame that we lost him at a young age. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so Alejandro Classa says hello. Is it considered a heel turn about Austin Theory? No, not really, because he wasn't already a heel. Now he's a monster heel. Excuse me. And that's pretty much it. So, he's already a heel. For now, yeah, first place for now for the Miami Dolphins. See what happens with that. With the Miami Dolphins qualifying for the postseason, it's enough for me after so much failure. I should know, being a Jet fan, the Jets haven't been in the playoffs since 2009, I believe. Or 2010. It's been a while. It's been like 12 years. Getting close to 13. But like I said, the Jets have a very tough schedule coming up. And over the next, I think, 6 games. So, not going to be easy, but the Jets have some winnable games. They got the Bears coming up as well. The Bears. And we'll see what happens with them. If there's a New York team that does go in, it's probably going to be the Giants. They could possibly go in as the NFC East champs, or probably the top, I would think the top wildcard spot. They've got the number 5 spot, but they won't play at home, obviously. They'll play the number 4 seed, which I'm hoping is not the Niners. But then again, Niners and Giants at Levi. We've seen some classic matchups in the playoffs at Levi Stadium against the Niners and the Giants. But, man, if that happens, me and my dad are going to have a field day. I will go to his house, and I will be screaming at the top of my lungs, and he will be doing the same fucking thing. Because we're both competitive people. He likes the Giants, I like the Jets and the Niners, but I'm more of a Niners fan than a Jets fan. But when the Giants play the Niners, we go at it like bulls. Start yelling at each other like, you see what he did? Touchdown! Shut up! And then when the Niners get a touchdown, where's the defense on that? But we'll see when we get there. We got about 6 weeks left. So maybe 7 weeks, but we'll see. We'll see how the Giants and the Jets do, and the 49ers, who are a half game back of the Seahawks for the NFC West lead. And we'll see what happens with that. But as far as the Dolphins go, good luck to you for the next couple weeks. And we'll see. I think the Dolphins will make the playoffs, but maybe as a wild card team, but we'll see. Maybe they might do damage in the playoffs, but I still think that the AFC title game is probably going to be the Buffalo Bisons against the Kansas City Chiefs in a rematch from last year. Rematch of last year's division game. Or yeah, I think it was the division game. One of those games. But we'll see what happens with that. All right. The truth, this Raw was regular for me. Okay. So it was kind of par for the course for you there, Alejandro? Right down the middle there, like Bill Alfonso says? It's okay. It's okay. You give it your rating, I'll give it mine. But thank you for coming in there, Alejandro, as always. Another member of the prophecy. See, I told you I got more people. It's not just me, Alejandro, and Real Rally Sport Rally. Sometimes Andre Corbeil comes up. Some other people may come up here and there. I don't know if he's still with me, but Max Lethal comes up on my shows once in a while. But even though he's friends with Prince Idol, who went his merry way back to Can't Get It Up's view or Clown's view. He goes back to a clown and basically really didn't help him much. Told you now, you feel stupid, don't you, Prince Idol? Don't you feel fucking stupid now, right? But, have fun over there, take Lauren with you. And I mean, I did kind of talk to Lauren for a little bit. She's still kind of miffed, but I did tell her I apologize, even though she didn't want to take my apology, but that's fine. I'm better off. But I'm sorry for what I said about her, and because she was dealing with cancer and everything, and I said some bad stuff to people about that. And I'm not perfect, but I apologize greatly to Lauren for that, because she was dealing with that, and then I think she lost her mother or grandmother from that, so kind of puts a really bad taste in my mouth, and I shouldn't have said it. So, Lauren, if you ever see this or watch this, I greatly apologize. I hope someday in the future you can forgive me, but if not, then Godspeed to you and Prince Idol and everybody else. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's get back to on the good foot. Get on the good foot, like James Brown used to sing. Get on the good foot. All right. So after Rhea Ripley joins Damage Control, we go back to the ring with our next match: Baron Strowman Corbin with JBL at ringside taking on Akira Tozawa. And this was your. I wanted to go to the bathroom so bad in this match. This match sucked so much fucking cock. Corbin beating up Tozawa to start with some shoulder blocks. Choke slam is countered into a DDT and a missile dropkick by Akira Tozawa. Goes for the cover, gets a 1 count. Then they go to the outside. Corbin sends Akira into the steps, only for Akira to come right back with a top rope headbutt to a standing Corbin as they go back inside. Tozawa says, ooh, good, I tried that again. Let me try that again. Tries it again and dives right into a mid-air end of days. 1, 2, 3, Baron Strowman Corbin gets the win. In a match, basically, I gave 1 out of 5 stars because it sucked. And that's pretty much it for that. All right, then we go to a recap of Austin Theory going completely berserk. So we get that. Then we go to the back where we have Kathy Kelly and Team Bianca Belair. We have Bianca, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and the newest member, Mia Yim. Basically, Bianca says that their team is ready for a singles match next week against any member of Team Damage Control. Bianca says Damage Control is all about games, but we're all about war. So we'll see what happens and who takes on who next week. Oh, please, for the love of God, give me Asuka and freaking Io. And please give me another promo off, please, Hunter. Please. But I don't think we're going to do that. If it's Asuka and Io, then we'll probably get separate promos, which will suck. But I would love it because, Asuka would like say something in Japanese and go back to broken English. Io would probably do the same. It's like, oh, yeah, bitch, you know. Maybe Asuka would go baka 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 baka. It'd be good, but I love our freaking in-ring promo. Just give me that. With all, I would like to have the entire teams go in the ring, cut promos on each other, and then we get Io and freaking Asuka once again, and the fans would just eat it up. But I mean, we'll have to see on Monday Night Raw next week. That's that. All right, so next week, Team Bianca versus Team Damage Control. So basically, it's a 5-on-4, but it's going to be one member of Damage Control taking on Team Bianca, and we'll see who gets picked. Let me move on. All right, then we see Kathy Kelly again. She was pretty busy tonight, I bet, with Alpha Academy. So we have Chad Gable. Shush! Oh, thank you. They come in to brag about their win against Matt Riddle. And then from behind, Seth Rollins comes in, starts dancing, and he starts humming his theme song, but then he kind of changes it up and goes, shush, shush. And Otis is like, I'm like, something wrong with your neck there, Otis? Big man. It was like, like John Laurinaitis was like, big beefy power, baby! John Laurinaitis! Big power, baby! Yeah, get out of here, John Laurinaitis. Go have sex with an 18-year-old. Show her your Big Johnny. Big Johnny! Gotta show my Big Johnny! Anyway, so we got that. So that was kind of cool. It was kind of weird, but kind of cool at the same time. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back where we have Judgment Day. The entire Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and her boy toy, Dominic Guerrero. So we hear that Finn accepted AJ's challenge for Survivor Series, so that match is now official. I can't wait for that. That might steal the show, if not War Games. But we'll see what else with that. But he says, but tonight, I'm going out and winning the United States title. So he tells Byron to shut up, get out of here. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get to your main event of the evening for the United States title. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Finn Balor. Kind of a rematch from 2016 when Finn beat Seth Rollins to become the first ever Universal Champion. Look at that. So it starts out with Rollins defending, gets taken out into an early chin lock. That gets broken up. Seth gets sends Finn to the outside for one hell of a dive as we go to break. The fans are going nuts. Come back, Finn knocks Rollins into the corner, starts mocking. The fans doing stuff. Then we get a basic 1921 abdominal stretch by Finn Balor, but Rollins slips out and beating up Finn. Finn gets knocked to the outside for a suicide dive into the barricade. Ow. To go back in, Finn looks for a sling. I think it was Finn looks for a sling blade, gets cut off. Seth kicks Finn down and hits a Eddie Guerrero ese fork splash for a near fall as we go to another break. And we come back. Rollins swings Balor into the barricade, but Balor comes back with a running dropkick to send him into the barricade as well. They go back in. Rollins grabs a sit-up powerbomb for a near fall. Balor then knocks Seth down, gets back control. Rollins then catches Finn on top with a superplex. Tries to go for the paradox, when he hits the superplex right into the Falcon Arrow. But the Falcon Arrow gets counted into 1916. Goes to the cover. Seth kicks out. Balor's looking frustrated. And then Seth gets up, tries for the pedigree. But that gets blocked. The buckle bomb also gets blocked. But Rollins goes right back with a Falcon Arrow for an near fall. He loads up for the stomp. And then the rest of Judgment Day come out. Rhea Ripley, Dom, and Damian Priest. They come out cause of distraction. Finn, shoot the leg down your son. Hits the jumping double stomp. But then the OC come out with Mia Yim. And we got a humongous piercings brawl on the outside. Each member gets taken out. Then we get the shotgun dropkick by Finn. Sends Seth into the corner. Goes up top looking for the coup de grace. AJ comes back from helping Luke Gallows beat up somebody. He breaks up the coup de grace and knocks Finn off the top rope and to the canvas. Rollins then comes back, hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins, still your United States champion, and just a tad over 20 minutes. Match itself was, I think, match of the night, and I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for that. So, good match. Kind of a clusterfuck ending, but I think we all saw that coming. And that's pretty much it. So, 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, Austin Theory comes out, beats the living bejesus out of Seth Rollins, while the OC and the Judgment Day were chasing each other into the crowd. So, Austin Theory is beating up on Seth Rollins. Hits him with the A-Town down. Then he grabs the United States title and hits Seth in the head with the belt. And then he poses with the belt to basically end the show. So, Theory of a Madman episode tonight on Monday Night Raw. So, we're going to see what happens with this new kind of attitude adjustment, if you will. No pun intended to Cena. So, we're going to see what this new attitude that Austin Theory has and see where it takes him as we go into the Survivor Series. I would think that Seth's going to come out, try to challenge Theory for the belt at Survivor Series. So we'll kind of get a rematch. Maybe Theory wins the belt for the second time at Survivor Series, but I think Rollins is going to hold it. I don't know who's going to beat him at this point, but we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. But kind of getting interested in this little heel turn, not even a heel turn, but like a new attitude for Mr. Austin Theory. And we'll see what happens next week on the program. And that's all I got to say about that. So, thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you to my good buddy from Mexico, Alejandro Klatza, for coming in, asking a couple good questions. And to everybody else who decided to come in and watch and then leave, thank you for the free view, assholes. Come on back now, yeah? So we get that. So, that's it. So my final rating for Monday Night Raw wasn't really good, so I gave it kind of a mid-par for the course, 6 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. Or if you want to do a video reply, go do it. Do your own video. But I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. And let me know what you thought in the comments section below. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button to death on this channel and my other channels as well. Show me your love and support. Stick that thumb straight up Susan's ass. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But you got to be real. If you're fake, get the fuck off. And share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your bitch. And hopefully you'll get notified. If not, then unsubscribe and resubscribe again. Hit the bell again. Hopefully that works. If not, then just search my channels and my name. That's pretty much it. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to watch my earlier video on my Peter fucking Gilmore channel. Talk about Abaddon's health update. If you're just tuning in now, Abaddon suffered a broken collarbone this past Saturday at an indie show. She did a hurricanrana and fell the wrong way. She landed on her shoulder and it kind of snapped her collarbone. So it sucks. So she's gonna be out about 2 to 4, maybe 6 months. But we'll see what happens with that. Also talked about Rampage being at 4 o'clock next Friday for their Black Friday Smash show. So no, they're not going to be on at their regular time next week. They'll be on at 4 o'clock. Then the week after that, that'll be the December 2nd show. That'll be back at its normal time slot of 10 p.m. on TNT. As far as SmackDown goes, I think that will be taped as well because it's Black Friday. You know, I would think Hunter and Stephanie are going to give the wrestlers the Thanksgiving holiday off. And then we'll be back live on the 28th for the aftermath of the Survivor Series and start the road to the Royal Rumble. And then SmackDown will be live on December 2nd for their road to the Royal Rumble show. And we'll move on from that. All right, so that's it. Like I said, 6 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's it. Thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you to Alejandro Colazo for coming in. I hope to hear from you maybe tomorrow or in the future on this on my various channels. And that's it. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad. Because for me and my great group of people, you know who they are, and you know what we are. But just learn to love it, and you must accept it, and you will acknowledge us for the foreseeable future. And if not, if you can't acknowledge us, then we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's pretty much it. Have a great rest of your Monday night, and an even better Tuesday, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you and keep you in good health and good spirits. But that's all it is what it is. And to all those other people, then keep acknowledging us and keep obsessing over us. Because we're not going anywhere. Whether you like it or not. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow on my Peter fucking Gillen channel for NXT. See what happens with that. Got a big show on that show tomorrow. We got a couple of title matches on the show. We got Booker T, sucker, in a segment with Wesley and Carmelo Hayes. They're going to sign the contract for Deadline for the North American title. We got Braun Breaker versus Von Wagner for the NXT World title. We got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He's going to be on the show to address NXT Deadline. Don't know what that's going to be about, but we'll see. We got Mandy Rose and Alba Fire, possibly in their final match. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully, Mandy wins and continues her year-plus long reign as champ. I still think she's going to lose at Deadline. She probably Nikita Lyons, or maybe Zoe Stark. I don't know. Or maybe Roxy. Maybe they'll do another Fatal 4-Way match, but we'll see. We'll see what the tag team titles with the Yes Boys. Ooh. Got that. Also got Indus Sher and the Creed brothers looking to go at it. Indus Sher will be in action tomorrow night. We got women's action tomorrow, and we'll see what happens with that. I think we got Cora Jade and Wendy Choo Choo. But we'll see what happens with that, and we'll move on. All right, everybody, that's it. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow on the Peter Gilmore channel. But as for now, I'm out. And before I say goodbye, I'd like to mention that you need to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and do all that good shit. And that's it. So, until next time, motherfuckers. Peace.